Ladies and gents, welcome to Breath of the Wild, welcome to Zelda Speedruns, and welcome to the Any Percent Tournament 2021. It's the Qualification Race 2020, Qualification Race number 7. Sorry, it's a really stressful day. But I hope you all are happy to be here. I'm happy you are here. I'm happy we're ready with 4 runners that you can see as soon as I switch. And I hand it over to our commentator, that's the Store Boss 69. Take it away.
Hello, my name is StoryBus69 and I will be the commentator for today's race. So yeah, today is qualifier 6. I did a couple of races before this, but today I'm going to be commentating for you all. So yeah, we're just waiting and for the timer to start up. A little info about the run. Breath of the Wild is a hard run, I will say. It's not like your Mario where if you miss a jump, maybe you lose like half a second or something, you can jump again. If you miss a trick, there's a lot of really precise tricks. Some are even frame perfect. And if you miss any of them, you lose like 30 seconds. So for a race, I would say that Breath of the Wild is a very difficult run for sure. And it looks stylish. I think it's one of the like coolest looking speedruns for Zelda, but there's a lot of fun tricks in there. And I wish everyone good luck for running because this run is a lot of RNG when it comes to enemy movement. I've had days where I just cannot get past the end game because of the final boss, but here we go. We are starting up. So to explain a little bit about this, we are going to need to skip a lot of things because this is any percent. We're just going as fast as possible. So I wish good luck to all the runners. The first main obstacle is depending on what the runners will decide to do right at the start. There's 2 different routes for getting all of your equipment, because obviously the first thing we need to do is grab equipment. Then you either go Boko Shield, which skips all backup food, and works like, I think Razin made it so you can work like 80% of the time. So I think he's the only person who goes for it. Everyone else goes for pot lid, gets backup food because wind bombing takes health, and we need backup food if any wind bomb goes wrong or anything like that. So the first thing here is the Sheikah Slate. Very small optimizations, but can optimize the stasis segment. It's a very strange segment because it's the first segment. I think that's in any speedrun. That the first segment is like it's easy. At the same time, you can lose a lot of time here, especially to the clips. The clips are very hard. We don't have the tower, so we have to clip into every single shrine. And the first thing we do is Shrine of Resurrection clip. So let's see how the runners do. We're just using the scope to clip out of bounds. So looks like Altexo gets it first, and Daniel misses it. If your position is slightly off, you can just fall down and not clip. That is very annoying. Trust me, it looks like he's not getting the best RNG. This clip is a lot of RNG. Looks like that guy Chucky just got out, and Harmjan follows. So Altexo had a really good SOR. Daniel's looking like my SOR yesterday, but he got out too. So we are all vibing. That first clip can lose you upwards of a minute. I think it's more of a mindset thing with SOR clip, because honestly, losing like 10 seconds to SOR is not a big deal in a race, but to your mindset, you become less sensitive to time loss as the run goes on. So losing a minute to SOR is really bad for your mindset. So let's just see how our runners do. You can have a very bad early game and then have an amazing end game. You could have just like, this run is very malleable, I guess, in that sense. when it comes to a race. So everyone went pot lid. No one went Boko Shield, which is probably smart. And Altexo's coming on to the hard part. This is the Boko camp. A lot of this is RNG. There's some ways to manipulate it, but not a lot. Just kind of hope that that guy doesn't shoot you. Then you got the guy with the shield. You try to attack you. And if you lose a heart, you're still having cold damage. Like every 10 seconds, you're losing half a heart. So this is very planned out, so that you only have a half a heart when you reach stasis, which Altexo is doing right now. So if you get hit at all, you have to eat backup food, and you don't have any backup food, you just die. And dying loses about 30 seconds, so... Altexo is not going... I don't think anyone went for the new... Well, Altexo got in stasis. That's one of the hardest clips in the entire run, as you can see. Chucky is probably doing everything right, but just because the position is slightly off by like a couple pixels, he does not clip in. So it looks like everyone is pretty practiced with that skew spot, and everyone went for it on the shrine. There recently was a new skew spot found by runner JM Runs. It's on like some snow patches earlier rather than on the actual shrine itself. It doesn't really save any time, but it saves time. It does still save time because the clip just becomes 100 times easier. I mean, I was getting like 420s like in stasis. I usually like, okay, for context, my stasis I think is pretty average, but I was like golding stasis a lot with the new skew spot for clipping into the shrine. So it is very helpful. And most of the shrines in Breath of the Wild are not the hardest part of the segment when it comes to like stasis, cryonis, magnesis, and bombs. Most of the time the shrines are, I wouldn't say an auto-scroller, but that jump right there, the one Daniel did, is very scary in stasis. It is the scariest part about stasis, because that jump looks easy, it looks cool, it's hard to learn, but once you learn it, you think, okay, I won't mess this up again, right? And nope. You'll just have one day you're on a really good run, and then you fall into the pit and die. I've had that happen way too many times. I think everyone's had that happen, where they try Swiffy jump, which is what that jump is called in stasis. And right at the end, just messes up. Either you just fall into the void because you didn't jump at all, or something like that happens. Very unfortunate. Coming up here, I don't know where the runners like to scan amiibo. Looks like Altexo is scanning amiibos right now, so let's hope that he gets good RNG. He's scanning amiibos pretty close together. He could risk amiibos despawning each other. I've had very important fish. What he's looking for is 1 Porgy and 2 Carp, or just 1 Porgy, 1 Carp, because Porgies, how Attack of Food works is Porgies give you, it looks like he didn't get anything. He got 1 Porgy, which is like 3 points, and you need 7 points. So Daniel's also going. He got 1 Porgy, so that's 3 points, and he needs 7. There's a guaranteed 2 points later on with the Razor Shroom. So, okay, looks like he's got, wow, he got 3 Porgies, I think, and like 2 Carps. That's insane. And Altexo, because he didn't get a Porgy, he needs 3 Carp. It looks like he's going for it. Yeah, he got enough fish. So yeah, Porgies is what you're looking for there. They give you the most like points. It's kind of weird, but we want 7 points for our attack up food, and you can get 2 points with a Razor Shroom. later on in the run. So all you need is, I don't know, like 1 cart and 1 porgy. But everybody got plenty of backup. Everyone got plenty of food, so I don't think anyone's going to really need. That was a little monk-ass Daniel there. He landed right into the water. That water there from Cryo VTB can kill you really fast. It loses like 1 heart every... I don't know how fast it is, but it's just really fast. It will catch you off guard. But it looks like a lot of our runners had either bad RNG with Cryo BTB or just had something go on. Cryo BTB is deceptively hard. It's not like the hardest BTB, but you can just have one day where you mess it up every single day and you have no idea why. And that's gets really annoying because it's very RNG dependent on how the Bokos like walk and if they spot you or not, if they like notice you, messes up the entire BTB. I didn't see what happened, but it looks like Harmjan and Chucky got the angle that you usually get, but no one had to reload, which is very good. Harmjan there. Went to do oh man, cryo. Why am I forgetting what it's called? It's not cryo jump. I think that's right. I don't know. It looks like Altexa went for it too. Got it. Chucky and Harmjan went for it too. It is a precise shield jump, and it saves 7 seconds if you get it. A cryo skip. Thank you, Kunzi. Thank you. I knew what it was called. I just had a very big brain fart right there. Cryo skip, yes. It saves 7 seconds, but if you fail it, I think it loses like 3 or something. Looks like everyone's going for Mag BTB. This BTB is really hard. Looks like Harmjan got a really good angle. That's good. And Daniel got a good angle too. And Altexa was a little bit late. Just a couple of frames late, and he misses the Boko entirely. This is why this BTB is... I don't know. It's hard. It's as hard as Castle BTB, but for different reasons. Castle BTB is hard because it's like 1 frame to pull the bow. But Mag BTB is hard because everything is extremely precise. Like where you stand, where you shoot the first arrow, where you shoot the second arrow has to all be really like the same, exactly the same every time. And then your timing will be dependent on how precise your arrow shot was. So your timing can change for the BTB depending on your setup. So that's why I think this one is harder than Castle BTB in some ways. Because in Castle BTB, everyone pretty much has the same setup. But for Mag BTB, everybody has different setups. Whether you get high angle, low angle, all depends on your timing. Chucky got a high angle, so he landed in the forest. I didn't see if he grabbed arrows, but you can actually grab some extra backup food and 10 extra arrows just in the forest. For this new route, arrows are not as important. Pretty much all of your arrows are planned out and routed, so you have just enough. So, looks like it's Mag Shrine. Mag Shrine is pretty self-explanatory. There is a box walk you could do here, which is, you will see what box walk is after the shrine, but you can do one here. But pretty much no one goes for it because I don't think it saves that much time and you can mess it up. And just adding another risky trick for like not a huge reward is not worth it to most runners. Not even the world record does it, so I don't know if we'll see it. But speaking of box walk, that is what Daniel is doing right now. So basically he's going to stasis and hit this box 4 times. and walk backwards on it to get all the way to the Bokoblins. Harmjane is doing an older strat, which is a lot more safe. It's where you use a slab, magnesis it up, and use it. Box walk is it's a cool looking. I think it's one of the coolest looking tricks in the game because you're just like moonwalking. You're just slowly walking backwards. It's just like a flex. Same way, looks like Harmjane and Daniel are both entering the bomb shrine at a similar time. Harmjane pulls ahead though because of his clip, but not a lot. They're together by only like a couple seconds. And Chucky and Altexo are also pretty close, coming out of Mag at the similar time. Harmjane, what he did there, he flopped on his shield, just kind of ragdolled. And the reason why he's doing that is he wanted to ragdoll. When you clip into shrines, there's some weird effect called ragdoll glitch. If you like clip into a shrine and then you blow yourself up with a bomb, you'll notice you won't ragdoll. You'll kind of like do some weird thing, and then Link will instantly not ragdoll. Ragdoll is very important for wind bombs. So by ragdolling, Harmjane was able to reset his ragdoll state. So now he's going to do this wind bomb here. Square first. Interesting. I've never seen that. Never seen that setup. But Daniel and Harmjane both did it. I don't know if Daniel went for gamer wind bomb. It looks like he did. I wasn't looking. But both of them landed around the same spot. Gamer wind bomb is a much harder wind bomb that requires you to go against your muscle memory in order to do it. But if you do it correctly, you'll land all the way up where the monk is. If you don't do it correctly, you lose like 2 seconds. So it's not that big of a time loss if you go for it. Although you do have I don't think it's an increased risk of dying, but the wind bomb there, if you ragdoll too much, you can die. So if a lot of people look like they pause randomly during the wind bomb, it's actually because they're trying to reset like a game, something internal, try to prevent that from happening. That happened to Chucky. If you ragdoll too much, you will game over. So many people will pause to eat food if they see them go on like 1 heart and they still have like a little bit to go. It's a little scary. Altexo goes for gamer wind bomb and gets it in a race. Holy moly, I've never seen that before. Altexo goes for gamer wind bomb and gets it in a race. Yeah, he saved. That's what I'm talking about. Going straight to the pedestal. Holy moly, that was a very clean gamer wind bomb there. Daniel and Harmjane. Harmjane looks like he failed the wind bomb right after bombs, and right now they gotta do a tree launch. So Daniel pulled ahead because of that, but tree launch is hard to do. So every runner seems to have a different setup for it. There's not much way around it. Well, there is a way. You could just wind bomb to the Temple of Time, but I don't think it's that much slower. It could actually be faster if done properly, but I know most people do tree launch. But yeah, that wind bomb there is really hard after bombs because you don't have the paraglider, so you need a very low wind bomb. But wind bombs send you pretty high up, so you have to do a very particular setup in order for that wind bomb to give you very low amount of height. Looks like Chucky did square first. I don't know if he did that on accident or on purpose, but square first wind bombs are different, and they can mess you up. Harmjane looks like he's doing a setup for this BTB. Most people just use visual cues for this, but he used a setup and it worked first try. That's really good. So Harmjan getting first try BTB, Daniel getting it second try. Altexo just finishing plat, and that guy Chucky is right behind. Let's see how Castle BTB goes. Castle BTB, even though it went pretty fast, it is the hardest BTB because it is a frame perfect glider pool. You just kind of have to have a feeling for it. And it looks like Harmjan got a low angle. So if you don't have skew, depending on how you do the BTB, you can actually get a low angle. Him staying here is going to load Castle more. It looks like Daniel got a higher wind bomb. And Harmjan failed that wind bomb because he moved the camera as he was pressing L. If you move the camera while trying to press L, it just fails. I don't know if it has to do with lag or anything else like that, but he gets a wind bomb up to the backup spot, but Daniel is inside a castle. I know he's thinking about sneak striking that Moblin, but it's best to just wait. Altex also got a low angle or high angle, but no matter what, he kind of needed to drop down a little early. So he's going in the same spot Harmjan is. This spot, I think there is a gate that loads there, but it's closer to you, so it won't load as often. Daniel sneak strike Moblin to get some weapons. Looks like he's skipping the makes the game lag. Yeah, but I know that's really annoying because it's hard to like detect. It's hard to know that like I don't know. It's like a muscle memory thing. Like it becomes a habit. So yeah, Daniel did not go for Nadra's Claw, which is an item that you can use to get an insane amount of time on your attack up. And then Harmjan looks like he tried to sneak strike the Moblin, but he noticed him. Daniel's going for the out of bounds route, where he's going to use the scope to clip out. You'll miss out on 3 ancient arrows, but there is a really hard midair here. Let's see how he does it. And it's good. Good midair by Daniel. Oh, it's a Fang. Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, but the Fang, basically, you go out of your way a little bit, and you can get nice backup by Harmjan. You can get like 13 minutes on your attack food time, and it's normally only like 3.5. So you go from barely having enough attack up food to deal with the fights to like basically enough time. But if you do have, if you have over 4 minutes, most of the time you should be okay. That guy Chucky is just now entering castle, and Harmjan just got his 3 ancient arrows. Let's see if he goes for inbounds or out of bounds. Daniel looks like he's finishing up castle. Altexa is doing his midair, and it's good. Good midairs. Everyone who went for it. Let's see. I think Harmjan does 6 ancient arrows, so let's see what he decides to do. Okay, yeah. Harmjan does 6 ancient arrow, where he does not clip out of bounds, and he's going to run over here, get some to go to a different spot. You do have to run inside of some malice, so it is a little risky. You'll take at least a half heart of damage. Looks like Daniel failed the wind bomb, but he is redoing it depending on what happened. Either that or he failed wind blight skip, which is a very, very precise arrow shot. And basically, yeah, he's going to trap, I think that's what happened. He's going to trap wind blight in the cutscene with an arrow to kill him in one shot. Altexo is also reaching the beginning of blights right now. And Harmjan wind bombing up, good wind bomb. It was a little low though, so I don't know if he's going to make it up to the bridge, just barely. No. So now he's down here, he's got to just climb up, turn around, climb back up, and that's it. And then you can shoot an arrow to attract the Moblin, and the route converges there. So here, let's see if Daniel and Altexo get Looks like Daniel's good. He got Wind Bites here. And Altexo also looks good. That guy Chucky had loaded gate. None of our runners have gotten this yet, but what happens if you have to get into Castle, if you go there with a good BTB, you'll pretty much go so fast that the gate that blocks the armory does not load in. So if it does load in, you have to ESC in, and ESC is a shield clip that is 2 frame perfect inputs. So that guy Chucky, I think he tried it, but he doesn't want to do it. I hate doing that, honestly. Gate is awful. So it looks like he's going to try to find another way into Castle. This entrance, even if the gate loads, he can use a Cryonis block to lift it up. So that entrance is a little bit nicer than you. Looks like Daniel is heading into the scariest part of Blights. Let's see how he does. Fire Blight phase 1 can kill you. It kills me most of the time in Blights. Or if I die in Blights, it kills me right here. Looks like Altexo got the good first phase, which is nice. And that guy Chucky is entering Castle. I think he's doing no amiibo. I'm not sure. We'll see what he does. But I think he's doing no amiibo, which is different routes. Yeah, now Altexo and Daniel are pretty much tied. They're both on second phase Fire Blight. Looks like Daniel got good RNG, but that is very finicky, getting the best Fire Blight first phase. But Altexo does get it, and he's moving on to Thunder Blight. And they're both pretty much in the exact same spot. Chucky is having some Lizzlephos shenanigans. Those Lizzlephos can be really, really annoying. Harmjan, he got through Fire Blight first phase. I didn't see what happened, but it did look like it went the way he wanted to. And that guy Chucky gets a Korok! Yeah! Korok appearance! Yeah, there is a Korok in there. There's just a Korok chilling in there. I actually find it kind of weird that, like, literally in the place where Ganon, like, resides with all of his, like, the most powerful enemies, and there's just still Koroks chilling there. There's, like, a lot of Koroks in there, too. Altexo and Daniel are pretty much unclammed again, and this is the most scary part of the run. If they die, if one of them dies here, they lose like over 6 minutes. It is the worst time loss in the whole run, and everyone has died to here once. So Calamity Ganon has become a lot more consistent, but it looks like he misses a Claymore. Calamity Ganon goes for a melee attack. We need him to go for a laser, which he does. All he needs to do is parry this. He's a little late on the parry, which is fine. He doesn't die, but he does lose 1 heart. Daniel's trying to also force a laser. Calamity gives him another laser, which he parries, which is very good, and I think he can move on to second phase now. Daniel also is pretty much on the same spot. He's supposed to slam, but he didn't. He went straight to the wall for both of these runners. Calamity is supposed to slam you because you're so close to him, but he went straight to the wall, and both of them headshot him with their last bomb arrow before throwing their Claymore at the exact same time. Altexo has, I think he maybe missed 1 or 2 headshots with the bomb arrow, which did not push him over the edge for second phase. So he had to get in with a couple more hits. Looks like Altexo starting up second phase, and he gives them laser. Both people got lasers, that's good. They didn't go to the wall, but Altexo is just a couple frames early on the parry. Yeah, that happened. That calamity did not go the best for either runners, and I would have been extremely stressed out. And trying to do a parry when it's like that is very hard. So looks like Harmjan is just barely need one more hit to go over the edge. But that guy Chucky is actually going a different route. He's doing no amiibo. So basically what he did is the first half is basically the same. He just clipped out of a different spot near where Harmjan was. And now he's paraglide down to a similar spot, and now he's going to grab the similar stuff. So he grabbed a beetle before, and he's not going to use any amiibos, so he's grabbed a second Royal Claymore from that Moblin, as well as his Royal Guards bow, and he's just going to grab some salt, which is optional, but it helps with timing. And then bananas and one more Razor Shroom, and that is like basically he's just trying to make an elixir. And Daniel is on Dark Beast. He finished Calamity, and once you finish Calamity Ganon, it's pretty much an auto-scroller. So I'm not going to say it yet, because he's not finished with the run. I don't want to do the commentator's curse. But he is on Dark Beast. And so is Harmjan. Harmjan also just finished Calamity. That is looking good for everyone. That guy Chucky has to do these wind bombs. I hate these wind bombs. I've lost so many of my old runs to these two wind bombs specifically. You just never get enough height. It's awful, but Chucky is going for them. Altexo is back on Fire Blight. And he gets first stage pretty good. Oh, nice. So yeah, now Texo is on second phase, and Chucky is just finished up Castle. He did both of his wind bombs, and now he is ready for the Blights. The Blights are pretty much the same with no amiibo. There's not much of a difference in Blights. The route for Castle is different, yes, but both of them are accomplishing the same goals. No amiibo also gives you extra arrows to use against Ganon, so pretty good. Also, GG Daniel. I didn't even see that. You finished. I will say GG now. Congratulations, Daniel, for finishing. Good run. I didn't see many mistakes. That's a very clean run by Daniel. I didn't want to say GG or like, oh, he's good now, yet, because you can die in Dark Beast. It is possible. I've died. I think a lot of people have died. So I didn't want to say GG until you killed Dark Beast. So, GG to Daniel. It looks like Harmjan is just about to finish, and yeah. Apparently he had bad horse RNG. He's either mad, he had bad horse RNG, or he just did it just because. But GG Harmjan. Congratulations for finishing. Altexo is back in Calamity, and that guy Chucky is starting up Fire Blight. So let's see how it goes. Looks like much better headshots. Or he got pretty much every headshot, which is very good. And instant laser, instant parry. Good stuff. Great RNG for first phase for Altexo. Then 3 ancient arrows here, and then maybe a couple more bomb arrow shots will push him over the edge. Okay, being very cautious there. That's good. His bow broke, but he literally needs one more hit for Calam. And Calamity's going to the wall. He has no arrows. Okay. Very smart play by Altexo by using the boomerang to knock Calamity off of the wall there. And it was right there. You could just pick it up again. So that's good. Here comes the parry. And he nails it. Nice job. Getting a third hit in there, just because. Every hit matters. Oh, he threw it, but I think he might have thrown it a little early. You can throw your Royal Guards, or not Royal Guards. You can throw your Edge of Duality there to get in extra critical damage. But I think it's just a little early, so he didn't get that. And it looks like Chucky is finishing up Blights as well. He doesn't. I think he's just gonna finish with this. Yeah, with his Royal Guards or this Claymore. Yeah, Blights are pretty much the same. Instead of having an Edge of Duality and a Royal Claymore, you just have you have two Royal Claymores. So the fights are exactly the same. Also, Slam, wow, just barely getting out of the way. And he's going to take advantage of that Slam to run away and grab his bomb arrows. Now Texas has finished Calam. He is on Dark Beast now. He has 12 bomb arrows, which is good. You get extra arrows in those fights. Missed the Claymore a little bit, but that's okay. He's coming in for his Flurry Rush that he missed earlier to get those extra 7 hits. And then Slam, just out of the range. That's very scary when you're that close to the wall because you don't have a lot of maneuverability. Also, you saw Calamity's backside, which you never see in a run. So, there you go. Ever wanted to know what was behind Calamity Ganon? There you go. So yeah, coming in for the end of first phase. Looks like he's going to do his Ancient Arrows here. He's got 3 Ancient Arrows, which is fine. He waits. He wants to get those headshots. And he gets all... it was hard to see, but I think he got all the headshots that he wanted. He used up all of his bomb arrows, so he's going to need 1 extra Flurry Rush. His shield broke, but that claw is the hardest thing to parry. Alright, good. Looks like all of our runners are finishing right 1 second difference. Some of our off-stream runners are very close together. 1 second difference. Last qualifiers, some people had the exact same time, so insane. Insane, y'all. Deckeye Chucky finishes first phase. Pretty solid. He's got a minute left on his attack up, so that shouldn't be an issue. And Altexo looks like he is about to finish. He's just waiting for Calamity to do his last shot. So he's just finishing up first. Yep, there goes Calam for Chucky. And Altexo is finishing up the run. So yeah, I know there's a lot of people who finished off stream, but thank you to everyone who ran today. GG Altexo for the finish. I know dying to Calamity is can really destroy you, your mentality, your everything. So even though he died to Calamity, he came back and finished out the run because some points are better than no points. So I think it was smart to finish out. To some people, it's just not worth it. But he was able to pull through. Go again, had a very clean Calamity second time, and it all went well. Looks like Chucky is a little bit off. He just only had a couple more feet to ride with the horse, and then he would have been able to go into bullet time. But that was a good backup. He just ran around so he could get the rest of the little light things. I don't know quite what they're called. Looks like he's just strolling around. The way I do Dark Beast is kind of strange. I don't do it. I think I lose like 3 seconds every time I do Dark Beast. But basically, you juke him out. You just run in front of him, wait for him to start moving, and then quickly run around. He's just Dark Beast is just so slow. And all right, light things is correct. Yeah, when he shoots the light things, Dark Beast is just so slow that you can just ride around him. By the time it takes for him to turn around to shoot a laser at you, you're already at the spot you need to be at to shoot the light things. This one, the last one on his. Oh wait, I got interviews. All right, hello. Sorry about that. I was still commentating on the other run.
Hello, Jan.
Yes, hello Zelkus.
Hey.
Hello Altexo. And or Chris. Or wait, yeah.
Yep. Sorry, I had the computer audio muted and I didn't know I was here.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't know you guys were here either. I'm sorry. GG to Chucky for finishing. Sorry, I was focusing on the restream so much. Yeah, GG to you all. How did your all runs go?
So through bombs, it was great. But then you know how sometimes you hit the wall doing the wind bomb to trees? I hit it 4 times and died.
Wow.
So I was like, okay,
No.
the game says no, I will run, and then I missed a tree launch too. But from there, it was good.
Dang.
Hello, Chucky.
Hello.
On my side,
How
it
you
was.
doing?
Hello, Chucky.
Yeah.
Oh man.
On my side, I failed twice. Castle BTB.
I think I missed it 3 times.
I got a terrible Blight and Calamity fight, but at least that's a PvP with the new route. But still,
Oh,
not
nice.
really,
Hey, Gene.
still not
Yeah,
with the
Hey,
real
GG.
one.
Yeah.
I still have to beat my 29 or 28. So anyway,
Oh yeah.
but
Oh my god. I had a 10-minute castle, I think.
Oh no.
I think-
1742 to 20. 12
Oh,
minutes, sorry, 12-minute castle.
oof.
Oh, what a nightmare.
That was
Hey,
all the Korok,
no, no.
right?
I'll take
Yeah,
Zo.
yeah. Bonus Korok, DLC Korok, dude.
I have a question for you. I'll take Zo.
Yeah.
How went the amiibo scanning?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. It was last race as well. I had to scan 10 amiibos, like 5, and then reload, and then another 5.
Wait, oh my
finished.
gosh.
It's
Yeah, that was-
such a scam.
That
I
was.
think you need your money
yeah.
back
Yeah.
from whoever sold those to you.
It's crazy. Yeah, I saw like 1 Porgy on your 5th amiibo, but right after you reloaded.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that
then
was
the
it. That
last
was
one had,
out
I
of all
think,
5, man.
2 carbs and 1 porgy or something. The very last one.
Oh wow. That's
Yeah.
unfortunate. The only good thing that's happened so far is I haven't died to fights yet. Saying that, I'm going to die next qualifier. Because I've said it out loud now. I haven't died to fights yet, and I'm very happy about it.
That's
Speaking
been the
of
monkey
which-
on my back for a while, and I'm really
Yeah.
happy I got through it this time.
I think I've like tunneled too hard on fights though. I'm messing up a lot of really easy stuff.
No.
Fights is definitely the hardest part nowadays. I'm quite happy
Yeah.
with how I'm
Oh,
playing
yeah.
now, at least. This run was especially bad.
It happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of fight deaths, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, my run was pretty okay. I think like 30-ish, probably. Yeah, died with the last parry and Calamity. Pretty
no.
Yeah,
But
you're
it just happens.
only a couple frames off. I mean, like, you were really close. You were really close to getting that parry. So yeah, that stinks. Yeah. Does everyone talk about their runs? I think, or I don't want to skip anyone.
Yeah, I'm good on my end.
Yeah.
Cool.
GG to Song on the win.
GG.
Yeah, GG Song.
Oh yeah, GG Song.
And
Sorry,
Daniel and Harm on third.
Yeah, everyone. GG's everyone. Pretty good race
Yes.
overall, it seemed like.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of close races. It was a race between Daniel and Harmjan at the start, and then I kid you not, Daniel and Altexo, you were both like got the exact same hit on Thunderblight at the same time. Like you were tied within the second to all the way through like Thunderblight and into Calamity. So
Oh. Would have been a close one.
it's very entertaining. Yeah,
Oh man, one thing I
watching
forgot.
you all so close.
One thing I forgot in mine on the first out of bounds midair, I barely grabbed that like dirt hill. Like I was clenched so hard. I was like, no. Okay. Man,
At least
it
you
Oh
know
yeah, I smacked into the roof on my one and I fell under.
oh,
So I had to
yeah,
reload. Yeah, classic.
I keep having to like avoid the water, so I drop down so low, like as a precaution, and then I almost miss the ledge entirely.
The water sucks. It's really tight.
Yep.
All right. Next race is soon. It's in like 4 hours, right?
Is there?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, it is,
there's another
yeah.
one today. Yeah.
I
wonder-
gotta-
Yeah, there's another one.
I gotta do one more. I can't deal with having this as my third best run.
Yeah.
That was not good enough.
Yeah, same.
Won't be able to be in since I work. Sad.
Oh yeah. I hope you get to finish the qualifiers at least. Then we can
Yeah.
hopefully
How many
schedule a run.
points are needed? I guess you need to be like top 32, right?
Top 32, so I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll have to think.
Probably around 2k points or something like that.
Probably less. Around 2K
But,
should
yeah,
have you safe though.
Now the tournament is really tough since
see.
the skill thing has raised up.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's pretty cool. That means good race.
Oh yeah, that was very good. I want to say GG to everyone who finished off stream because I wasn't like GG to you for finishing. I was focusing on the restream. That's all I was doing. I didn't want to be like don't want to come off as rude by not saying GG, but I was just focusing on the restream. But yes, GG to everyone. I saw you all in chat finishing off stream. GG like Smitch for Song for getting first. It was very nice. So yes, thank you everyone who ran.
Thanks for doing a commentary by yourself.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's pretty hard to do it solo.
Yeah. I got through it.
And you did a great job on solo comms, man.
Yes, thank you.
All right, that's my cue to take it from you guys. We've got one more qual later today. It's at 5 p.m. Eastern. So hopefully we'll see you guys there. And that one is set up for ZSR main. So it'll be a fun one. Since I'm allowed to, we're gonna raid someone in our community, Mr. Pancake Turtle. He's probably listening, so now he knows it's coming. He's just playing RuneScape though, but we always support our fellow runners, so you know that's how it be.
Y'all been rating me a lot, so I appreciate it.
Sure.
Bye bye.
All right, see you later, guys.
Bye.
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 Bye.